Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish, shiny and they're floating and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared banter reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way,
Enjoy the show!
Do you know the bunny song, the bunny song, the bunny song? Do you know the bunny song? He lives on Drury Lane.
I don't think I'm familiar with that particular tune. Do you think you could hum a few bars?
Gourd had to sit back and let him introduce it, and that's what he wanted to do. He hyped it up. He was like, I've been thinking about how I want to start this commentary. So if you guys can say nothing, I'm going to start it. And I was like, okay, and that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he had ready for us. Cool, Gourd.
Do you like it?
I like it a lot. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
I was thinking about this.
But you didn't hum a few bars.
I bet you thought about that all day.
I did. I thought it was funny.
It was very funny.
Look, it's a tomato.
Phil said this is better than his version.
That's cool.
Yeah. Who made this?
He did say that.
Who made this?
I did.
What? We can't have you on here. This is a fan commentary. We can't have creators on the fan commentary.
Exactly.
What if I was?
Are you a fan of yourself, Gourd?
You should be.
I practice self-love.
Gourd is so talented. So, anyway, VeggieTales fan commentaries. In my mind,
you could be selfish, and it would still be selfless.
Kevin,
Finn,
try not to talk.
Whoa, guys, I don't want to be in the middle of this.
So what I was saying, this is VeggieTales fan commentaries. This is VeggieTales fan commentaries. Co-host Kev Messick, guest Gourd Animations. We're watching Gourd Animations' masterpiece, Rack Shack and Mini Remolded. In my mind, this is just an episode of VeggieTales. It's the best thing that has come out of VeggieTales in a long time.
I will never do anything better than this. I have peaked.
I mean, it is pretty peak. Mushnick and Son was fire as well.
A lot of people like Mush. I'm glad people like that.
Gourd, this is like your Jonah. This is like your Jonah. Mushnick and Son was like your Lyle.
Hey, Finn.
I guess.
What's up, Kev? What's up?
Am I doing a good job of not talking?
I mean, you were until just now.
Kev, say your favorite word.
Oh,
Kev, say your favorite word.
Kev's favorite word is endless bunnies.
Moist.
You both are in this too, so you guys. This isn't just a fan commentary. You both.
Yeah, you called this
true.
You called this Gourd's project. This is our project. We were the voice actors.
equal effort put into.
This is like the producer's commentary. We're the three people who made Remolded. We all did
Gourd,
equal work.
I did on the producers.
I did as much work as Gourd did.
That's true. The entire 2 years, you were just moaning for 24 hours.
Well, we would get on a call, and we would start at 8, and Gourd wouldn't give me lunch until 3, and I would moan the whole time.
And I don't know how that works, because we live hours apart.
Yeah, well, so I got there on time, and I was there on time, every time.
You were so happy about this theme song.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much, man. You wouldn't show it to me either, so me and Gourd, I can say that you showed me a lot before it was out, right? Like, years leading up, maybe not years, maybe a year and a half.
It's not like I showed you the whole thing.
Yeah, I did. You showed me the whole storyboard reel. You showed me the whole reel, the drafts of the music, and like the whole Good Morning George song, maybe before it was finished, and the intro and the concept art and yada yada. Probably the same stuff you showed like the people who were, not much involved. I guess I got like the friends showing, but not the
I showed a couple of other people just to kind of like partially to get some feedback, partially to kind of like motivate myself a little bit more.
Yeah, I got the friends showing, but not the crew member showing, which is unfair because I'm a crew member.
You weren't a crew member until literally the last day.
So I put the finishing touches on it.
Yes.
Oh.
You can say that.
I can, yeah.
Gourd just saves the best for last.
He does. That intro.
Actually, you weren't actually the last thing I added. I added something else.
Shoot. Let me have something, man.
It was the red and green light. That wasn't there until like the very last day.
The red and green light.
Yeah, the beep beep.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Well, we were one of the last things to be added, right?
Yeah. It was like second to last.
So me and Kev were
that red and green light is obviously the most important detail of the entire video. But besides that...
I think it is pretty important. I don't know. There's a reason why I added it.
Back to the theme song. I'm still stuck on that. That montage made me so happy. When you first showed me, I wanted to see it again. And you didn't show me again until it came out.
I didn't. I wanted to leave you hanging.
You did leave me hanging. I saw it like 2 times on that one call, and it made me so happy. And you were like, I'll show you again sometime. And then you didn't. And I was like, can you send it? And you were like, we'll call and watch it. And we didn't. We called, but you wouldn't let me see it.
I took a bunch of screenshots when you showed me the theme song just so I could admire it.
Most of the screenshots are just from previous episodes.
Well, no.
I took a screenshot of the scene from the Grapes of Wrath because it looked unique.
Took a screenshot from the web.
He hit his head. He hit his face.
Did.
I love that. I love that so much.
I animated the countertops, and I'm very proud of that shot.
It looks so good.
Well,
this might be it definitely is my 4th time watching this. Yeah, 4th time.
Same for me.
This
would be like 4.5 times.
This would be my 200th.
2 million.
My 2 millionth time.
This shot right here made me gasp when I first saw this.
The matte painting back there. I did that. I modeled all this.
It looks so good.
I put the smoke in the factory, but Dark Lord rendered it. Dark Lord animated the Georgia.
Saying the Dark Lord did it is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
The Dark Lord came.
The Dark Lord. Just the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord is a guy. I did not make a deal with Satan. He's just a guy from somewhere in California.
Gord's like, we never would have finished this project. We never would have finished this project if it weren't for the Dark Lord.
We never would have finished this good Christian project.
I love this right here. The little whoop, put on the brakes too hard.
Yeah.
Every
She's
day.
in a rush. She's almost late.
I drive like that every day. I'm always putting on the brakes last minute and like flying forward and
I can attest to that. I've been in the car with him driving.
That's right.
I haven't.
He left a Giat print in the passenger seat.
That's right.
But I have not watched this since it came out.
Why?
Because I am sick and tired of looking at it.
Well, you're watching it now. Oh, Gourd, I have to chastise you here. That theme song had some original mixing and stuff in it. Why was it not in the remolded soundtrack, but the What We've Learned song was?
Because the What We Have Learned song is funny.
But why was the theme song not included? It had like original stuff in it.
I don't know.
That made me sad. That made me sad. I wanted it in there.
I don't know. I felt better if it started with Good Morning George. I don't know.
Well, you're wrong, but that's okay. You'll be so happy.
I do think it flows better.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? You're wrong too. You're wrong too. Your opinions are invalid. And it isn't very
Look at all you. I'm so proud of that shot. That was like near the beginning of production. I made a production painting of that shot. Because I really wanted it to look right. This shot specifically.
Finn, do you know what I've just realized? Once again?
What?
I can't hear a thing.
Why? I'm sharing sound. Gordon, you can hear it, right?
You muted it.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't. I'm sharing sound. Am I not sharing sound?
It's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it right here. Picking back up. They decided not to tell me until 9 minutes in this time, but we fixed it.
Yeah.
Bye, bye.
I've heard it. I've heard it so many times. I know how this goes.
Well, now you get to hear it again.
Oh no!
You're welcome.
After I just mix the soundtrack.
Archibald looks so handsome in this. I don't know why. Every frame he's in, he's just doing that face. He's so chill and composed.
I told all the animators when animating this scene, nobody should be smiling except for Mr. Lent.
I like that.
I'll be miserable.
I like that. When the little gauge or whatever that is hit 2 million, I got chills. I don't know why. When I was watching this in the car on my way to Sunset Beach in North Carolina,
it's a nice hit.
I got chills. I don't know why. It was just a nice little like, things are gonna happen now type of thing.
Yeah, it's the inciting incident.
Yeah, and I like the pea falling. There's so much to talk about. We'd have to talk so fast to get through everything.
I realized this whenever I saw like the final edit, is that this is very fast paced, especially for VeggieTales.
It is, yeah.
Because like, especially in the original, there were so many like slower moments. A lot of things. Yeah. Oh, the thing. He's the king. The newspaper clippings.
Oh.
Did you not read those? Easter eggs.
I paused and read some stuff. Some I couldn't make out, and I don't know Babylon Cubiform or whatever it's called.
Oh no, the actual like articles themselves are just like typed up nonsense. But the headlines.
Kill him. Bye, Larry.
Confetti.
Bob's like, huh?
I was so scared of that shot. I'm not good with simulations.
No, it looked good. I liked it. I liked Annie's face in the background.
It made me laugh so hard.
The confetti looks good. I like how the confetti looks in that shot. It looks better than it does in the theme song.
Kev, when I said try not to talk, I didn't mean it. Here he goes.
Thank you, Finn.
That's him.
That's Kev.
It's me.
Do it, Kev. Do it, Kev.
Endless Bunny.
Oh my gosh, he's here in the room. The man who made the project possible.
I couldn't have done it without you. I need to shake your hand. I need to shake your hand right now. I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you.
Do you guys like the chocolate on the faces?
I do. I do like it.
Yeah.
I was going back and forth with that for a little bit.
No, I like it.
I think it looks silly.
It does look silly. Smudgy. You're good with texture.
Thank you.
In certain lighting, you can tell like Bob is so authentically tomato. I like the word authentic. He's so authentically tomato textured. Like on the countertop, there's a close up in the final countertop where he's got.
You see his little freckles. And all
that. It's so good, man.
Look at this scene.
This might be my favorite part.
Kendall
storyboarded this.
Kendall, he's gonna be on the pirate movie.
Drew designed everything except for the set. He designed all the props in the set, but I like made the room.
Drew's gonna be on Gideon.
Yeah, so you get to hear what he sounds like.
We love Drew.
I've talked to Drew. I've been in calls with Drew.
Well, I'm saying the audience.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because
we're gonna upload this on YouTube. Remember?
No, we're not.
Oh.
It's just for fun. I'll send you a copy. Yeah. I'll send you a VHS rip of our commentary and
you can a VHS rip, a DVD rip, and a Blu-ray rip.
And an HD edit, yeah.
Yeah.
The HD edit will contain the carrot guards.
I like this transition. I like the transition out of like the nice sentimental moment with his mom, and then it just cuts to like trash everywhere and chocolate on his face.
Yeah. He's really gone downhill in 5 years.
Oh yeah, I need to mention this. The vocal track for "Think of Me," I used the sing-along version.
I was wondering if that was what that was.
I used the sing-along version.
I never wondered. I don't know why. It didn't stand out to me as being different.
Yeah.
But
well, I used the sing-along version because for a very short period of time, I had the idea of using the extended version. And it was going to be like a montage of Shaq like going through the factory as the song goes on in his head. I really had this like really cool shot in mind of just like, then you'll wake up, and then it cuts to a clock on the wall. It ticks once, cuts back to Shaq. He's all sad, and the day will be new.
I like that. I would have liked to see. Did you storyboard that?
No.
Also, you missed my moan. Oh, it just happened.
We did miss you moan.
In my moan.
Kev,
you had one moan in there.
Kev, you had the endless bunnies. I had the moans.
Kev only had one moan in there.
I had one moan.
I had like 5. Shut up, Kev.
It's one moan surrounded by a bunch of fins. One Kev surrounded by a bunch of fins.
Yeah, Kev.
But Finn was the funny Pokemon.
I was
Sure.
The famous key funny poke.
Although I will say that one Kev moan is pretty hot.
All right.
I wish I could isolate it from the audio and just listen to it.
I really like the score in this.
Well,
scene.
Finn, I'll send you the raw file.
Do it. I uploaded the raw file. Anyone can see
did.
it. I got put in the crew playlist on the Remolded channel.
Hey,
that made me laugh. That made me laugh so hard this morning. I was on the channel.
I want to mention this scene. This is one of the first scenes that I scored, and the score for this is like very similar to what it is now, but it was like a lot simpler, and I did not like it. And it wasn't until like I think the last week or two, I added a lot more like jazz to it, and now it's one of my favorite pieces of score in the whole thing.
I'm really glad you put the score in the album. Whoop do shot right there. I'm really glad you put the score in the album. Because I would have been sad had you not.
Well, like
I like her.
I think if this was like a more, I don't know, like if this wasn't a fan project, I would like cut down the score a little bit to make it a bit more like listenable, I guess. But like this, I know the soundtrack is gonna be listened to by like a niche audience who's like more obsessed with like little details like that than like most general audiences. So I put like every single piece of score in the project from like take 38 all the way down to the very end.
Yeah, except for the theme song, but whatever.
You can listen to the theme song whenever you want to.
Yeah, I can, but not the Gourd version.
I mean, it's not like I added sound effects to it. You can just cut it out.
Yeah.
I like this shot. I animated this shot. There's like 3 different people who like wanted to animate this shot, but they weren't exactly what I wanted. So I just animated it myself, despite this.
That's the best way to do something, you know? Just do it yourself. If you don't like how other people are doing it, take it in your own hands. I like the key you put the bunny song in for the beginning.
It's the same key.
Maybe I'm misspeaking.
Well, the
chords you chose. I like the chords you chose.
The chord voicings on the guitar is different. I don't know if those chord voicings are possible on a guitar.
That's what I'm talking about. Not the key. I don't know music, man.
Yeah. So like I try using some more shell voicings, and then like whenever the bass comes in,
I love the shoulders.
It fills that in.
The shoulders are so good.
Crystal during the live chat said Hatsune Miku animated this scene.
He's very squishy. Very squishy. I like that one right there when he looks at you and raises his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Come out.
I told Dario whatever he animated, like he needs to be like borderline seducing you.
He basically is.
Yeah.
I saw on Dario's channel. I saw his crew member video because I was lurking on your playlist today, and his original version he had him squishing all over the place. He was stretchy.
Calm him down a little bit.
Rubber, yeah.
That
was a good director's call to make him squish a little.
I love these asparagus ladies.
Point Pineapple designed those. And I think 3 modeled them.
Scott Anthony Horned Pineapple. We were just talking today.
They're very Pine core.
Yeah, she designed those. 3-2-1 blended modeled them.
I love this shot of Larry.
Me too. It's so subtle.
I have a lot more like subtle animation style. I'm very subtle with my animation a lot of the time, and I feel like I shouldn't be. There's a lot of times where I really should push stuff. This shot I animated.
I think it's good that you're subtle. I think subtlety is where the magic happens, as they say.
It can't all be subtle, that's the thing. Dark Lord did such a good job animating this shot. There's such good acting here.
Everything in that song didn't sing it. What would happen?
Look at him.
Is Bob saying they don't agree with everything in the song, or like everything in the song? Is he saying there are some things we don't agree with, or is he saying I don't agree with any of it?
I don't think he agrees with any of it.
It comes off as some things
he disagree with. He likes eating bread. He likes eating soup.
Yeah, but he also likes God. Mr. Nezzer. Mr. Nezzer is a godless man. I like this pause. I like the pause.
This statue.
Now this was a
JK Doodles edited the storyboard for that, and I told them make that shot uncomfortably long.
I love that. I love that.
I was checking to see if the video was like really laggy or something.
No,
I loved that.
Tension.
It kind of let it sink in for a second, you know.
It's me. I'm coming.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you are.
No, not
there
one.
You are.
No, it's not one. It's un.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. It's a jazz idiosyncrasy. For some reason, jazz count-outs always start with un instead of one.
You would know that.
I would.
Kendall Bunny.
Kendall Bunny, big Kendall Bunny.
Kev Carrot.
Kendall Bunny.
Kev Carrot, Kendall Bunny.
Kev is canonically Lenin.
He is. Now it is. Am I pencil poke P?
I love this shot. I love the lighting in this shot. You are the pencil poke. Well, like I guess that's Percy. I did tell you to do a Percy impression for that.
You said make one sound like Percy, and I kind of half donkeyed a Percy impression.
All you need for that is just like the high pitch and the voice cracks.
Yeah, I just imagined it was a P of some sort.
I always thought it was Percy.
Let's find out. There they are. Goliath is so grumpy.
It's time to sing
He's always grumpy. He's grumpy throughout the whole thing.
Gourd, you know what?
Finn,
you know why sorry, Kev, go ahead.
We should do a commentary in character as Percy and Lenny.
There you go.
Rack Shack and Benny remolded. Should have had more bald buddies.
They are bald.
But it was funny. But they should have been bald.
Lenny's just constantly screaming.
I like Laura's expression there.
3 to 1 blender.
Good
job animating.
He's so good. I was gonna say something whack, but I forgot what it was.
I forgot what it was.
Oh, I think it would have been funny in this scene when Mr. Nezzer said English.
Thing.
When Mr. Nezzer said sing the song, it would have been funny if Bob turned to the camera and went, "Now, kids, it's time to sing along to one of my favorite songs, the Bunny song."
The Bunny song. They should have started singing the new and improved Bunny song.
They should have, yeah.
Then that would have. That's like some what do they call it? Malice compliance. They didn't sing the Bunny song.
There were some people in the fandom who wanted to make fan-made albums of Rack Shack and Benny Remolded, like the day it came out, and they were commenting and messaging about it. And I had to keep kind of like making comments towards them about why they shouldn't without telling them that you were going to.
I mean,
I didn't want to spoil it, but I
wanted to release it like on the day, but like there were so many last minute changes to the score. Like that section in Good Morning George where with like the saxophone solo, that solo wasn't there until the last day.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dang. Classoon raton.
That's not. I don't know what that means.
Classy rat.
I redesigned Manuel. That's supposed to be Manuel back there with the Bandonian.
Where's his hand?
I thought so.
Gourd, where are his hands?
What is this?
Yeah. Manuel has hands.
He's gonna play the maracas because he has hands.
I don't know.
Hola, senor.
I didn't like
Hola, Manuel. Nice
I just
hands.
didn't like
Gracias.
that design. It was just a smiley face on a circle. No offense to Pixar fans. You could have done better with that design.
Very Mickey Mouse-ish. Maybe I'm just thinking of the hands and the eyes, but
we kept him a date though.
Yeah,
he's still a date.
So
I was telling 3 to 1 Blender like I want to redesign Manuel, and I was giving him like other options. We were gonna make him like a Gourd or something like that.
Oh, that would have been
a date.
I could see him as a Gourd. 3 to 1 Blender sent me some concept art that was really cool.
What did he show you?
Khalil.
It's all classified.
Well, most of it's been posted now, so I can talk about it. And he sent it after the show came out.
No, it's fine. It's good. He has the right to do that.
It was Khalil in the in the bunny uniform.
I was not going to model rig Khalil for the second shot.
I can't blame you.
I think the dwarves have your mother confused.
There's so many ideas.
Cheesy rodent. Cheesy rodent.
So, Gourd, the obvious question is, when are we gonna get Jonah re-swallowed?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Huh?
Yes.
No,
love
some
that
people are
part
gonna
so
take that
much.
seriously. I'm not doing this again. I'm never gonna
So
do
did
this.
you?
Scooching out a pepino.
He's so sad. Look how sad he is.
I like Bob's
Oh,
leaves.
boy.
Scooching out pepino.
It's so sad because they
Bobby.
rebuilt his leaves in like 98, late 98, I think, because that was the style that I wanted to like do for all the models. But they only used Bob for the Christmas Spectacular, and we never got to see his new leaves.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad.
That's sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
So we don't know what they looked like?
We have guesses. No, because I think they did use those models for some promotional art.
Oh no, you're right. They did. I've seen them.
Yeah, and that's what I based.
Because VeggieTales Official every now and then will post that one render of Bob
Yeah,
with like the really nice looking leaves, but he's obviously like a 90s render,
yeah.
like an obvious 1998.
Those are such
with,
good
like, a
models.
2002
Because
looking-
they kept a lot of the vegetableness, but they had a lot of like polish to them.
They got stiffer as time went on.
Yeah, Bob got
veg-
rounder.
By the VeggieTales show, they were. Excuse me. By the VeggieTales show, they were plastic.
They were pretty squishy whenever Hoo Hoo animated them.
Hoo Hoo was great. I love Hoo Hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. They didn't even answer.
Nestor seems so much
He's-
more evil in
He's
this.
so
I love it.
rude.
Yeah, he does seem more intimidating.
I don't know exactly why that is.
I think it's the shirt. Genuinely, I know that sounds stupid, but
The-
I really think it's the coat.
The coat.
The coat.
The
I
coat thing was-
genuinely think that makes a big difference.
Because the coat thing was like a very specific, I guess, metaphor. Maybe that's not the right word for it, but it was like there was a specific gag, very very subtle gag in the beginning whenever he does his announcement, which was that like he put on his coat in order to make like a speaker announcement and took it off, like after he made that announcement.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, he wanted to look presentable for like something he was never gonna be seen, and it's a thing where like the coat. He puts on his coat whenever he goes sees his workers because like they're supposed to have like respect for him. So like he puts on his coat, looks real nice for them. He's just like, look at me, this is my coat. I am the boss.
You should have made him wear the underwear from Little Joe in his
That is
office.
true. Yeah,
Vibing in his polka
that
dot
would have
underwear.
fit. That would have fit with what I was going for because like whenever they turn into junior executives and they're in his office for the first time, like he has his coat off and he's like so happy and he's looking around and he's stimming about the bunny.
Stimming. Mr.
When he
Nezner
does
is
the little
stimming about
chair
the bunny.
He does his chair spin. That's why I think about it canonically.
Laura, go
I think
Laura,
one
go
thing
Laura.
that makes him.
Boom. The added
I think
screams.
one thing that makes him more intimidating is when he says, "Is everyone comfortable?" He
Yeah.
isn't even looking at them. He's just
That-
looking straight
yeah.
ahead.
The acting in that
Yeah.
scene I specifically wanted like
That's a good point, Kev.
Mr. Nezer like is trying to avoid looking at him and like the music kind of like because I came up with like how I wanted the ramp up of the music for that section to be like she's trying to look away from them, trying to hold down his anger, and then like immediately as the music starts building up, like he's staring right at them and his anger is just like expressed all over the place.
All over the place.
All over the place.
Mr. Nezer
There's probably a
expressed.
better ways I could have phrased that, but yeah.
Mr. Nezer just expressed all over the place. Clean up on Aisle Chocolate Factory.
Here's his chase scene. You guys like the chase scene?
I do. I like
yeah.
that part, except I feel bad for Scallion 1. He should have won.
He's gonna kill him.
He's just trying to smell some cookies in the morning.
He just wants some cookies in the morning. The chase scene. I don't know. I had.
No, Scallion 1 may be doing the wrong thing, but it brings the money in so he can get his cookies for the
That
morning.
is true.
True. Gourd, I'm stupid. Why did she pause and turn the light off? What good did that do?
It was supposed to be like she shut down the whole factory.
Oh.
That's supposed to be like the implication.
Oh, I
That's the
thought
thing
she
ab-
was just turning the light off. I was confused. I was like, why would the light was already on? That doesn't
Yeah.
help people
That's
not
probably
find
like. I need. There's probably a better way I could have communicated a lot of the stuff in the chase scene. I need to get better at that.
you. Well, plus the lights are still on now.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the joke, is that she thought she was shutting off the whole building, but it's just the one room.
Oh. Oh, I get it now. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Now it's funny. I get it.
I feel like some people got it and some people didn't.
You didn't even laugh, Finn.
I like the acting in
I
this.
love your giggle.
Thank you, Kev. I like your giggle too.
Oh.
Giggle for us, Kev.
Kev, give us a little giggle.
Aw, that's nice.
It's good. I like that. I like that giggle.
I like it too. Gourd giggle.
Hee hee.
Okay.
Definite femboy energy.
He's practiced. I sure hope they were right.
And then
they pray. I really appreciate the scenes you cut. I know some people were like, Laura didn't say nobody bakes my buddies, 0 out of 10. But like I personally appreciate, and yes, I am making fun of those people. I personally appreciate that. And this too, that too.
I feel like
that too.
Like
getting rid of the laugh was so good.
So there's certain people who like enjoy the changes I made, and some people that don't. And what I noticed was that like I could kind of realize like whether or not they would get the changes I've made if they understood when I cut out Archibald and Lovey in take 38.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the first time I watched it. It felt so natural.
Yeah, it was like it's you cut off like with Bob because it's supposed to be like this big tribute, and he's like having this big ramp up, and then you transition into the thing. So into the tribute. I
think it would have been it would have been cool to see, but it would have kind of been a drag to have Lovey and Archie do their little tirade.
Also, I really like that score that I did.
I like how when I do too. Do too. I like how when the premiere started, people in the chat were like, "What? This is just promo take 38." Like they thought you were going to troll them or something.
I like that piece of score that I did. I definitely did that. I did not just take that from outer space, from the temp music that I used.
I was gonna say it sounds kind of familiar.
I need to use a couple of temp music tracks. A lot of people got that I was using Cuphead music for the chase scene, and I'm glad that translated.
I knew that because you told me that was your temp track when you showed me the storyboards.
Yes, Cuphead. I love the Cuphead soundtrack. I have an unhealthy obsession with the Cuphead soundtrack that is tearing my family apart.
Gourd, confirm or deny. Somebody in VeggieTales on Discord said that scene of Junior hopping was a reference to the VeggieTales show, and it was meant to be a jab making fun of the VeggieTales show. Is that true?
There's a scene in BoJack Horseman where he talks about somebody misinterpreting a scene from his old sitcom, and that's what I feel like right now.
Okay, all right, that sums it up.
Guys,
I love his dancing.
Junior's moves.
I love his dancing. I love the shimmy. I love
such a good job on that shot.
I love the hat.
When he does the twist.
Oh, was that Crystal? Was that Crystal? All the dancing.
Crystal did the shimmy. 3-2-1 Blender did the hop and the little hat shake.
Both are so good. I can't even.
The dancing in this scene is so good.
That too. Dark Lord did this, right?
Yeah.
I love the shimmy.
I did some choreography in my garage and recorded it and sent it to the animators.
Of yourself? Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that.
I might show you. I don't know if I'm going to release it publicly, but
will you show me?
I think you might.
Okay, guys, I'll share it publicly.
You'll record it secretly. That's such a good shot.
Here they come, carrot guards. Hope you're watching the HD version, guys.
Look at that. I cut them out of the 4x3 cut because I don't know. It felt like a neat Easter egg for the people who watched who found the HD cut and just like watched it.
Yeah, I still think it would have been funny. Two things. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You should be talking more than me. I'm sorry. I'm just this.
No,
this
you
gives
don't.
Me, this gives me dopamine.
Hey, it's my visual cameo.
Yes, sir. Archie dancing was Jonah inspired.
Yeah, Blender did that.
The Pepper and Henry dancing, I really like that, but I think it would have been funny had Mr. Nezzer stepped forward and done like a little spin and break.
We're talking about that. That would have been so funny.
I think so. Like, look at me, I'm the star. I did not just commit homicide. I'm a good man.
I really like the acting I did here.
I do too. That water looks good too.
Kev,
you said you're a visual cameo, Kev? Talk about that.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. I live in the factory canonically.
He does. See if you can find him.
Huh?
See if you can find him. See if the audience can find him.
Go back to the scene. And
There is a
Kev
picture of
said
me
that.
hidden.
this is just a thumbnail. All you're seeing is a thumbnail, but go watch Remolded. Go to that scene and look very closely. I still haven't found it, but maybe you will.
Have I showed you, Finn?
I think you showed me, but I don't remember. It's been a long
Okay.
time, and you showed me a lot.
That was like, because I rebuilt that factory in like March.
March.
So it was pretty recent whenever I put Kevin.
I like the canister patterns, and I like the countertop and wall patterns.
I can find the date. Hold on.
Chris
this
Wall.
whole project is just genius. Can we just take a moment? It was a whole talented team of people. But like Gourd, you directed this, you made this happen, and it's beyond incredible.
Chris Wall complimented the additions I made to the countertop.
Oh, did he watch it?
Yeah, he left a comment.
Yay! That's so cool.
But I think
It was February 16th that you added me, Gourd.
okay, yeah, it was February. I think
2 days after Valentine's Day. You were my Valentine.
Me and Kev really did put finishing touches on this.
Yeah.
Okay, now where is that grown from? Don't tell me. Let me guess. It was from Angry Eyebrows.
Episode.
No, it was from. I've heard it, but I can't remember now. Tell me.
It was from the
Album. Larry Boy album.
Apple PS2 game.
Oh, the game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought it was his Furby and stainless steel plunger or plunger and stainless steel Furby workout where he's going. Fallopians.
Fallopians. I like the depth of field because it looks like Bob turned into the sink.
I remember watching the original in call the night before you premiered it to us, and Don was getting so peeved at Larry for getting that wrong. He was like, "Man, Don's cool. We'll have Don on here later."
Don is cool.
Don
is cool.
Don is good.
Don is good and cool. I think the happiest I got from a comment was Kurt complimented me on my music.
Oh, that's huge.
That was like the big one for me where it's like, oh, because I was really proud of the score. I really liked the reharmonizations that I did. He was like, he noticed. Oh.
Well, good musicians know good music.
Made an overture. This isn't the full overture. If you haven't heard the soundtrack,
really?
Listen to the soundtrack, and there's the full overtures in there.
I'm not gonna lie, Gordon. I'm not gonna get past Good Morning George in the soundtrack because I keep re-listening to it.
I'm glad.
I'm just gonna keep hearing that on loop.
Good Morning George. It wasn't the hardest one I worked on. It was the one I worked on the longest. I kept like tinkering with it over and over again.
Do you ever feel like when you talk too long, your mouth turns to like rubber? Like
yes.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
I've been talking a lot recently. I've been talking a lot more than I usually do.
Hey, look! It's our part.
There we are. I'm waving my hands. I'm waving my hands right now.
They are.
I'm waving my Josh.
Everyone who worked on this project brought their own unique contribution, and they all did a great job.
Then you moaned.
Gord, I moaned, and Gord, you brought the whole thing together. You really did.
I put those things on the countertop.
You made it happen. I put
a window in a countertop.
Shout out to the singers. Good choir. I was listening to your progression reel today. If y'all haven't seen it, it's on Gourd Extras.
Yeah.
Good
Morning George. Did you like the demo that I did where it was just me trying to do harmonies?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I made my mom listen to it.
I'm not that good at them.
I said, "This is my friend Gourd." She was like, "He's so good at singing."
Am I? I don't think so.
That's what she said.
I think it was just the harmony. That was a really rough harmony thing.
I let her hear your battery demo too, and she liked that.
I like that. I
like to keep my family connected with my friends, in some way or another. I like to.
I enjoy committing battery
I want to say really quick. All the people are in special thanks specifically are people who I specifically sought out for this project, and then that's the only reason why they're there. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Of course you weren't.
I'm sorry. I've done that before too. You can ask previous peoples. I have been guilty of that before, but I'm really glad we caught it.
You've actually never done that with me.
Do you want to go back and watch this part again, or do you want to just do the silly song?
We can go back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wish we could go back.
Maybe
Look at that frame.
We could go back.
Okay.
Finn, you're just so captivated by Blender being here that you forgot to record.
Probably it, honestly. Okay, so I made an oopsie. I wasn't recording, but here we go again. Luckily, we only got through like the thumbnail of the silly song.
What a silly boy.
Wacky. I'm like Larry. I'm so silly. Okay, so we are here with 3, 2, 1 Blender.
Hi,
Yes,
3,
you
2, 1
are.
Blender.
3, 2, 1
Hello.
Blender. 3, 2, 1 Blender. Remolded. You
3, 2, 1 Blender remolded. What?
you did the wacky little song in the middle of the show. I think they're called hysterical melodies with Lawrence. I really liked how it turned out, so we're gonna talk about it. You did that shot too of Laura.
Yep, everything. I did everything in this shot except the trio singing. That was Crystal's. And this was the last shot he animated because like he didn't have time to finish everything else, and so all of his other shots had to be assigned to me in this scene.
Oh, Crystal. Ba-ba-bum-ba-dum-bum.
What if
Yeah,
the real silly boy is Crystal? Wait, did I call you a silly boy in this take or in the take that we forgot to record?
I don't think you.
I think it was both, maybe. You call me a silly boy quite often. Anyway,
yeah.
The silly song. Here it is. Who drew the thumbnail to the silly song?
That was Gourd. We talked about doing early on. We talked about doing like a gouache painting, but I think this turned out way better.
I feel like that would have been cool, but this is the episode better.
Yeah.
Yes. So I directed this silly song and I storyboarded it and I did the layout for the entire thing. So as you can imagine, the staging isn't as good as the rest of the episode.
No, I disagree. You're wrong. It looks amazing and you did a phenomenal job, and it's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. Also,
now,
if you
that has my favorite joke in the whole show too.
It would have been better than a gouache painting.
But
a gouache painting.
A goulash painting. If you had painted with goulash, I think that would have been great.
In the gulag.
I wish I told Gourd there was I had an idea for a gouache painting. He's like, angry Bob, you do not put a gouache thinner on it.
You should make that anyway. I love your art, by the way. I really like your art style.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I also designed everything except Manuel and the set. It's like Jerry right there. He's looking very cool.
He is so cool. Me and Kev were complaining to Gourd yesterday about how Manuel does not have hands. He got them surgically removed.
And
how's he gonna play the maracas?
In your design, he had hands. So thank you.
Yeah, that was Pixar fans' design, but Gourd wanted to give it more oomph. I kind of like how it's like not like he has a leg, but it's not a real leg. So I imagine
like that.
I imagine like if he does have hands, they're not like real hands, quote unquote.
Oh, I didn't see that he had a leg. I didn't see that. Also, Cheesy Rosen, whose idea was that?
That was mine. I that's how I designed the hat.
I like it.
So this was the only part. This was the only part I animated.
I really like that joke.
Yeah, Bob's little wasn't supposed to be that early, but I think it kind of works better that way.
I think so too. Say
So
peas, huh?
So Dark Lord animated almost the entire thing except the band. That was animated by Gourd, and I animated the shot of the dwarves and the shot of the lights turning on, and that's about it.
I appreciated how, well, first off, I thought the light turning on was Crystal when I first watched it, because I know Crystal likes to do, like, the pupil dilation stuff sometimes, or, like, the cross pupils. Like the scene where Jimmy's, like, pressing down the levers and boxing the bunnies, and his eyes are crossed. Gourd said that was Crystal, because Crystal likes doing that with the eyes. And I also like it. I also like it.
Look at that sad little tomato.
The scene, you said something a second ago I was gonna talk about, but I forgot what it was.
Oh well. Oh, look at that happy little cucumber. That's not how I storyboarded it. I storyboarded him
happy little trees.
Genuinely worried as he was running away, but I like the way Dark Lord did it. I think the way he did it was much better.
Because he's antagonistic. He's not like scared of Bob. He knows he's making Bob mad. Maybe he's a little scared now.
I really like this transition. I'm proud of that.
I like that too.
Yeah, that looked nice.
Yeah, silly song over. Bye.
Bye.
There we
End
go.
scene.
In the scene.
Hold on, I'm gonna go
I
wash
feel
my
bad.
hands because I got some honey on them.